What does it mean for a woman to desire someone? You might think she is pining after him, that her thoughts revolve around him, or that she can't stop daydreaming about him. She could be laughing, crying, angry, or even ignoring him. This can make things confusing for us men, especially if we don't know what to look for. But there are signs that show whether a woman desires you or not. And these signs are more important than you think. In our modern world, we are taught that women are just as sexually liberated as men. But if you're in a relationship with a woman who desires you, she won't let your ego get the best of you. One of the biggest mistakes you can make as a man is to neglect your own life in pursuit of a woman. After all, if a woman desires you, shouldn't she be more open and vulnerable with her emotions? She will show you through her actions. She will be there for you through thick and thin, and she will never ask for anything in return. A woman who desires you is a keeper. She is someone you should cherish and hold on to tight. But you must always remember that you need to show her the same love and respect that she gives you. Well, yes. But the reality is that many women protect themselves by putting up emotional walls. They do this because they have been hurt in the past, or because they are afraid of commitment. Whatever the reason, it can make it difficult to connect with them on an emotional level. A woman who desires you will be emotionally distant at times, but she will still find ways to show you that she cares. She will do things for you without expecting anything in return. She will be there for you when you need her, even if she doesn't feel like being there. A woman who desires you will put your needs before her own. She will sacrifice her own happiness for yours without hesitation. If you have a woman like this in your life, you should cherish her. She is a true gem, and finding someone like her is rare. Let's be aware that she may need extra love and attention to feel secure in the relationship. Many men fall into this trap, but a woman who desires you will never allow it. You see, a woman who desires you knows that you have a life outside of her. She knows that you have friends, family, and interests that are important to you. She will never try to isolate you or control your time. In fact, she will encourage you to maintain your own life. A woman who desires you respects your boundaries. She knows that you need time to yourself, and she won't try to stop you from spending time with your loved ones. She understands that you are an independent person with your own thoughts, feelings, and needs. She will never try to change you. A woman who desires you accepts you for who you are and loves you unconditionally. If you have a woman like this in your life, you should consider yourself very fortunate. Don't waste her time or take her for granted. In fact, she will challenge you to be a better man. You see, a woman who desires you isn't just looking for a man who can stroke her ego. She's looking for a man who can challenge her and push her to be the best version of herself. This means that she won't be afraid to call you out when you're reacting like a fool or behaving in a way that is unbecoming of a man. She will challenge your ego, but she will do it in a way that is loving and respectful. A woman who desires you will be honest with you, even when it's hard. Yes, she will tell you the truth, even if it hurts, because she knows it's the best thing for you in the long run. She won't sugarcoat anything, because she knows you can handle the truth. A woman who desires you will push you to be a better man. She will challenge you to grow and change, and she will do it all with love and respect. If you have a woman like this in your life, you are truly lucky. Don't take her for granted. We see this reflected in the media, where women are often portrayed as being just as eager for sex as men. However, this is not always the case. In fact, there are many women out there who are still very traditional when it comes to sex. For them, sex is something that should only happen within the context of a committed relationship. These women believe that sex is a sacred act that should be reserved for when they are truly ready. A woman who desires you will never try to force herself onto you. She knows that doing so would be a violation of your trust and would ultimately destroy the relationship. Instead, she will wait patiently for you to make the first move. She will give you subtle signs that she is available, but ultimately, it will be up to you to decide whether or not to take the plunge. This can be frustrating for some men, especially those who are used to having sex on demand. But it is important to remember that not all women are like this. If you are dating a woman who is more traditional when it comes to sex, you need to be patient. Don't push her to do anything she's not comfortable with. If you do, you will only end up pushing her away. Remember, a woman who truly desires you will be willing to wait until you are both ready. That is the mark of a woman who is looking for a real connection, not just a casual fling. While these notions may work in romance novels, they are not helpful when we're trying to figure out how women really express desire. In reality, a woman desiring a man doesn't have to look like anything. You see, women tend to hide their desire for men because they know the moment they let it show, they lose most of their power. Men who understand this dynamic thrive with women, so they know how to read the signs, allowing them to take control of the relationship. So here's how you'll know a woman desires you according to Stoic philosophy. Sign no. 1. She takes her time getting to know you. I'm sure you've heard the saying, if you want to get a woman's attention, play hard to get. There is truth to this saying because women know that by playing hard to get, they can test a man's character. They can see how he responds under pressure and determine whether he's worth pursuing. This is why you'll notice that many women tend to slow down the progression of a relationship early on. They might not respond right away to your texts. They might keep their body language closed off, or they might seem uninterested in moving things forward. Don't take it personally. This isn't a reflection on you as a man. It's just her way of testing your resolve. A woman who desires you will take her time getting to know you. She will ask you questions about yourself and listen intently to your responses. She will also be curious about your life and will want to learn more about what makes you tick. This sign shows that she is interested in you as a person and that she wants to build a connection with you based on more than just physical attraction. It's a sign that she's ready to invest in the relationship and that she's looking for something real. When you see this, then you should know that she desires you and that you should reciprocate those feelings by investing in her as well. Sign no. 2. She won't physically force herself onto you. Sin no. 3. She challenges your ego. Every man has an ego. It's just the way we are wired. Sign no. 4. She maintains her own life. Sign no. 5. She is emotionally distant. Now, this might seem like a contradiction. A woman who desires you will never say it outright. With that said, you guys are awesome. And until next time, thanks for watching.